High taxes and poor weather are being blamed as an increasing number of wealthy Britons consider moving abroad. deVere says it recorded a 37% increase in inquiries in the first 6 months of the year compared with the same period in 2011. Kevin White, managing partner of deVere Group UK, joins me now. Kevin, you define high net worth individual as someone who has savings and investments of worth £250,000. So it's the wealthy rather than the super rich here, isn't it? You said you had 800 inquiries last year. Serious ones?
Yeah, I mean, since January this year, we've had 800 serious ones. People who before probably wouldn't look to go overseas and now are looking to move, with the majority of them permanently, for the perceived benefits of moving abroad, better weather, lower taxes, better lifestyle ultimately.
Which one? You mentioned better weather and lower taxes. I mean, which of those two is a stronger incentive? Surely the weather is.
Yes, it is. I mean, I think, you know, from a financial point of view, people are a lot more aware of their options overseas now, and a better lifestyle is something that people strive for. And if a benefit of that is that they can pay less taxes, then
let's leave aside the weather for a moment. I mean, I think you generally accept that anywhere apart from the UK is sunnier. But in terms of better off and financial arrangements, what's your advice generally to high net worth individuals? Is it move abroad, you'll be better off?
I mean, I think you've got to take each client on its merits, really.
Generally speaking, though?
It really depends on what assets they've got and where they're going to, because you know, the UK isn't the highest taxed nation in the world. So some people might be going for the lifestyle. I don't think there's any hard and fast rules per person, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
If there are rich people, more and more rich people, wealthy people thinking of upping sticks, should we be concerned?
From a concern point of view, as long as we've got people feeding through and coming through to the UK system, I don't think there's a particular concern. I think from the point of view of potentially losing tax monies into the UK economy, it could be, but I don't think we're looking at the mass amount of people going overseas. That's really going to affect the economy.
But there are no signs, as far as you're concerned, then, of an exodus, of substantial numbers of high net worth individuals deciding, right, that's enough, we're paying too much tax, we're off.
I wouldn't say it's an exodus. I think there's an increase, as our figures have shown, but I wouldn't say it's an exodus. I think people's options now are larger. You know, we're just about to open our 70th office sort of globally, so there's that presence there, which arguably there probably wasn't before. So people are a lot more in touch with their money, both in the UK and now overseas.
You got the plug in. Kevin White, managing partner of deVere Group, thank you very much for joining us to discuss that. Well, those that are still here are spending money on cars, it would appear, because sales of Porsche and Bentley have gone through the roof. Sales of all cars are growing in the UK at their fastest pace in 2 years. New car registrations rose just under 10% on the same month last year to top 143,000 in July, according to the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders. The SMMT figures also suggest that Vauxhall was the only major volume manufacturer in the UK to see falling sales, down 6%, as you can see there, on last year. Let's take a look at the markets here in London. The FTSE 100 stuck a 3-month high, and it's still there, over 5,800, as you can see there. Investors betting on the ECB taking action at some stage to help Italy and Spain lower their borrowing costs in the main European markets, in France, in Germany, in Italy and Spain. This is the picture so far there. That's all from me. Plenty more on the website, skynews.com/business, and find out what the best-selling car brand in the UK is.
I'm going to guess, Joel, it's the Ford Focus.
You would be wrong, Kay Burley. You would be wrong. Very close, though. Number 3.
OK. Well, don't spoil it. I'll have another go in the next hour. For now, thank you.
As the fog hangs warily over London, we can offer something to cheer you up.
Showery over much of Britain, but the showers are well scattered in the southwest. Ireland, mainly dry, rather cloudy. Showers will be heavy and thundery at times over northern and eastern Britain, with a risk of some flash flooding, but they'll become increasingly isolated this evening. Elsewhere, Wales, West Country